Hello, my name is Greta Harrison. Welcome to Born Fabulous Podcast, episode 20 of season 2. The theme of this season is changing the world one friendship at a time. You will hear interviews with best friends. One person happens to have a disability and the other does not. This episode is the 5th of an 8-part interview with Micah Fialka-Feldman and his best friend, Tori Cedar. Micah Fialka-Feldman is well known as one of the stars of Dan Habib's acclaimed movie, Intelligent Lives. He is a teaching assistant at Syracuse University, a keynote speaker, and an author. Micah's best friend, Tori Cedar, is a graduate student working on her doctorate. She and Micah have been best friends for about 6 years. Tori does not have a disability. In this episode, Micah and Tori will discuss various views of friendship and a screening of Intelligent Lives. Please enjoy this short clip of Love is a Potion. The lyrics are by Melissa Riggio, who was the focus of episodes 1 through 4 in season 1. The music and voice are by Rachel Fuller. So, Tori, did you have any experiences with people who had disabilities before you met Micah?
Minorly, not anything to this extent at all. I guess I have like an extended family member who I don't see often, who was basically like, 2-3 times a year growing up. He also has an intellectual disability. But we don't see each other a lot. But that was basically like my first kind of like experience around it. And I think it, for me, was at that point in my life, when I was growing up and seeing it, it was just any other person who was a part of my extended family, I wasn't something that I really ever had conversations about, and then when I was in high school, my sister's a couple of years older than I am, and she was in college when I was in high school, and she was on the leadership board of Pennsylvania Special Olympics at Villanova. And that's one of the largest Special Olympic games. And she got super involved in that. And at my sophomore or junior year, she entered into this. We're all runners in my family, and she entered us into like a fundraising event that carries the torch all the way from Maine to LA for the Special Olympic Games. And me, my dad, and my sister ran in New Jersey's leg with the torch. And I think just being around her and seeing the things that she did, and I think that's kind of was like the first inkling in my mind that this was something that I kind of wanted to do. Never though, like starting Syracuse, never did I think that this was going to be my like mantra, my life's work. I knew I wanted to get into psychology. I also double majored in speech language pathology. And so I knew that I was going to be in this world, but how I didn't really know until really Inclusive U and Micah and PALS also has a lot to do with where I am right now today too. But no, Micah was really, I think, the first like true, genuine, like very, very, very close friendship with someone with an intellectual disability.
Now, correct me again if I'm wrong, but you do have a family friend or some kind of family where they have children with Down syndrome?
Yeah, they're from Syracuse.
Oh,
yeah.
They're from Syracuse. Okay.
Yeah. I met them here, and they're like part of my family now.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old, both with Down syndrome, and they live in Syracuse, literally right up the block from where we are right now.
Micah, you have so many friends. That's why I had to talk to you this season. Did you have a lot of friends back when you met Tori? Ones that didn't have disabilities? Tell us about your friendship journey.
Yeah, I when I like met Tori, I didn't like I had friends like not through Tori, but friends from like other in Syracuse, and then as her senior year and other as she like got closer to graduate, I met Amanda and some like other friends that I'm friends with now that I have met through Tori, that I talk to them and I chat with them too.
But before you met Tori, like you went to college in Michigan before you were at Syracuse, and you were in high school in Michigan.
Yeah.
Did you have friends in high school and in college in Michigan who did not have disabilities?
Yeah. I had friends in Michigan and in high school that didn't have this. Yeah, and I would hang out with them and talk about stuff, but I didn't like talk about things that I talk about with friends now. That we just hang out as friends and just probably did like just hang out and went to like a basketball game or a football game, and maybe I like had I didn't have like that much feelings about stuff when I was younger than as I am now and stuff.
So your friendships are deeper now.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it a lot of people with disabilities had struggle making friends? Was that a struggle for you, Micah? Or was it easy for you?
I think my mom always said has talked to me about how sometimes on weekends when I was younger I would call people and then people wouldn't call me, and then I would sit around, I was busy at home with my family, but I'd call friends, but I wouldn't hang out too much because I call people and then some people wouldn't call me back, and then maybe it was just they got busy. Oh, I'm not sure, but I tried to call friends on weekends to hang out, but it was harder to find friends to hang out with on Saturdays and Fridays.
But your mom encouraged you to keep trying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's important. You have to get out there, right?
Yeah.
So you both have a different dynamic since it's a male-female friendship. Was that ever an issue in the beginning? Let's talk about that.
I don't think so. When I saw that question, I didn't think we had any things about that.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of male friends that, of course, when people see us or something like that, they'll see a guy and a girl and might think something, but I don't think Micah, as well as many other male friends, I've been able to have really awesome male friendships that I've never, because that obviously happens, right? Where maybe one person feels something for someone that the other person doesn't, or you don't really know how to say it or whatever. But for us, I don't think we've ever hit that point or come to that point. I think for Micah and I, talking about the relationships that we've been in and how we deal with hardships and breakups and things that are unfair and feeling lonely, all that stuff, in our relationships with other people, I think we've grown even closer on how to just be people that we know that both have been through things and have been through hardships in relationships. And it's, I think, even built our friendship even stronger because of being able to talk to each other about our relationship stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting that viewpoint from the other sex.
Yeah, definitely.
That's great. So, Micah, tell us how Tori has been there for some of your most important moments in your life in the past 5 years.
when I was trying to like break up with my girlfriend and then trying to like figure out how to do it and how to talk to someone and then how to like figure out how like she and many other friends could help me and then how to like and then how like she was able to come to my meeting a couple like last month to help me plan for my next 5 years and I'm trying to remember other times. And she was there when I had a very it wasn't even like out and then it was like a very like private. It was not even. I didn't even post it on Facebook. It was like a very like private screening of the film, and she came to it. It was. I didn't even like tell anyone that it was being shown.
I was just going to ask, like, when the movie was being made and when the movie came out, was he like talking to you about that often, how excited he was? And
yeah, it's funny because when the movie was being filmed, like the footage of that movie are before like mine and Micah's real friendship. They're from like years previous. I think some of the filming was done like the year before I was there and the year I just started there. So me and Micah weren't close. So then when the movie was coming out, at that point I was like very close with Micah. And I went to the first screening ever that Syracuse hosted. And I think for me, it was really a time, Micah was just so excited, a little nervous, all just like super, we all were so excited for him and all. But that's when I really saw Micah's, and we joke around that he's like a star now, that he's like kind of famous because like he is. But that's when I really saw that kind of explode. Traveling a ton. He's always traveled a lot, but definitely with the film, having all these people around him, like you saw, kind of pulling at him at different directions and wanting to talk and pictures. And it was just really awesome to watch. And to just kind of, I wasn't in the movie. So just to kind of like take that step and just watch it all unfold and watch the people that were in the movie and people that he's met since then or people that he's had even before the movie, just all be there in one room at different points of Micah's life, just to be all there together and seeing like his support in that room and even in the circle of support, stuff like that. It just truly, there's like, it's hard to describe what that is like. And even I feel honored to be a part of this this support group and this, the close circle of Micah's, loved ones.
Micah, you are famous. And what the audience doesn't know is I was telling them before we started recording that I met Micah on 2018 when this movie was screened at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. And I asked Micah if he was still with his girlfriend, and he said no. And then when I was going to say something else and try and get a picture, he got pulled in like 3 directions. And so I never got that picture, but Tori said, "Welcome to my life," when I told that story, because that's what it's like being around Micah. So, and that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. Thank you for listening to Born Fabulous Podcast's 20th episode of Season 2. I hope you enjoyed it and want to hear more. If you would like to see this episode, it is available on YouTube and on bornfabulouspodcast.com. The friendship between Micah and Tori is a joy to see as well as hear. In episode 21, Micah and Tori will share some memorable friendship moments. To see some photos and videos of Micah and Tori or to sign up for our email list, please go to www.bornfabulouspodcast.com. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, find us on Twitter at Podcast Born, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're also on Pinterest. I'd be honored if you would leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Now, please enjoy this clip of Love is a Potion. The lyrics are by Melissa Riggio, who was the focus of episodes 1 through 4 in Season 1. The music and voice are by Rachel Fuller.